It is such a big week. It is such a big week, guys, for Team of the Week. I actually did some Team of the Week predictions on the channel last year for you guys. I think I did them on my own the first few weeks, and then we did some with FUT Economists, which were like an aggregate way where we looked at a ton of predictions and then told you guys what we thought were the real shouts, the money makers, and things like that for the Team of the Week. But I don't think we're going to be doing that this year because, as you guys know, FUT Economist now works at EA, so I can't really create content with him, and he's not going to do that because he actually may know Team of the Week, and then if he knows it, obviously, then I'm leaking stuff on my channel. So I'm going to do the first few Team of the Weeks, and then they'll probably stop. We'll always do the investing videos when they come out on Wednesday. But obviously, with the predictions, it's important. It stirs the hype, right? A lot of people get excited for early Team of the Weeks, and obviously, after this one, how can you not get excited? A few things before we get into the video. Guys, look, I try my best to look around, around the internet, around what's going on. I do watch a lot of football on the weekends, so hopefully I include a lot of the players in here. There's going to be some players that are probably like players that I haven't heard of or had really good performances that may not be in here. So just all I ask you guys is don't get mad at me. All right, I'm trying to bring you guys players that I feel like will get in. Now, also, players that I put in this video, a lot are just going to be potentials. I'll tell you guys what they did, why I think maybe they should be in, or why I think. I'll give you guys my insight as we go. If you enjoy it, drop a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below. This is a big one, man. Big video. So let me know in the comments down below who you guys are most excited for in Team of the Week 1. And I'll tell you guys real quick before we get into it, there was almost a player that got in here by the name of Ben Yedder, but then he didn't. So he didn't because they ended up losing. So without further ado, guys, we will get into the first Team of the Week prediction video. All right, boys, so we start off with Heung-min Son. Obviously, I feel like one of the favorites for this Team of the Week. I don't really see a way that EA doesn't include him. The only way was potentially if Aubameyang and Arsenal won today, then maybe EA would have only put one out of two of them in. But I think to sell packs, you guys have to remember early on in FIFA, the goal is to make money for EA, always is, but to sell a lot of packs. And how do you do that? Well, making an extra Team of the Week that's juicy in the beginning is definitely going to get people to unload their wallets a little bit more. So we have Heung-min Son as the first player in my prediction for you guys today. I am a Spurs fan, keep that in mind, but I think his performance was good enough to warrant a Team of the Week. And that's a card that is just, honestly, guys, I wanted to use the gold card, so now it's kind of like, it's kind of weird because the gold card is going to probably be extinct the whole time. And so Heung-min Son, he will probably get a very nice upgrade on his card. And then we have Tammy Abraham, who just had, if you haven't seen the highlights, go check it out, man. He killed it for Chelsea this weekend. They ended up winning 5-2, I believe. And then he was, I think, 3 goals. He might have had 4, but he definitely had a hat trick. I think it was 3. And so he'll get a nice card. His card right now is not amazing, so he'll get a solid card. Don't expect it to be insane, but he'll get a solid card for sure. So those are the first 2 guys that we have in the prediction. So many attackers this week, and that's why it's really hard to predict. I would be surprised if either of these guys didn't land into this Team of the Week. I'd literally be shocked. Royce had an amazing game. Dortmund had an amazing game. And that game has to, there's always games on the weekends that have to have informs from them. That one does because Leverkusen versus Dortmund is such a big game in the league. So that one has to have an inform. So Royce is probably going to get it. There was a few other guys in Dortmund who had good games, but I think Royce ended up with the 2 goals. So I think Royce will end up getting it. And then Benzema, they had a 3-2 win, and Benzema, I believe, had 2 goals as well. So Benzema will get a nice card. Royce is very similar to Son to me in terms of the setting and in terms of us getting just an early on insane player to FIFA that's just going to be mad. And he's also going to now have his gold card out of pack. So a lot of you guys who probably wanted to try out that Royce are going to struggle to, because if you guys don't know already on FUT how it works, essentially, if a player gets an inform in Team of the Week 1, the Team of the Week comes out basically before the game actually comes out. So the gold card has no chance of being packed because it's instantly out of packs. And so then you're kind of forced into buying the inform if you want to play with him. So it's going to be annoying and sucky in the regard of that with Royce and Son in this upcoming week. But anyways, I mean, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So hopefully, at least the good thing is that early on, usually informs are cheap because nobody has coins. So hopefully some of these guys will be a little bit cheaper than they would be in the middle of the year. All right, guys, the next 2 that we have is Sadio Mane and Frankie de Jong. Now, I think Sadio Mane will be a left wing. Position, it's always up to EA. There's been millions of times where like players have played a position, then EA ends up giving it the other way. I think he'll be a left wing, pretty sure of it. But I had Criminal send over the graphic for the dynamic image, so we've got that going there. By the way, the Team of the Week card design this year is just unbelievable. I think it's way better than last year. And same goes with the ones to watch design. Mane had a very good game for Liverpool. I think it was a 3-1 win. And De Jong had a goal and an assist, I believe. That was the stats that he had. And they had a huge win. I think Suarez had 2 goals in that game, if I'm not mistaken. I think Suarez, guys, did end up having the 2 goals late. But I'm pretty sure that De Jong had that goal and assist, which is like, I think for me, they'll give it to De Jong. I don't think they'll give it to Suarez because I think Suarez, guys, had the not garbage time goals, but later in the game. I don't know. I do think that they'll give it to Frankie De Jong over him. I think Frankie De Jong also, the thing that I wanted to point out to you guys with De Jong was he completed every pass in the game. So just keep that in mind, guys, with De Jong. I think that when you complete 100% of your passes, that's pretty crazy. So I think they'll give it to him. Now, the Once to Watch design is just for show. He does not have a Once to Watch. Once to Watch is going to come out on the 27th when the game drops. So keep that in mind. We're just using the Once to Watch design for show. It'll be an inform. But when he does get his Once to Watch, he'll instantly be whatever this inform is. All right, guys. Tagliafico had an amazing game for Ajax over the weekend. I do think he will receive an inform. Definitely deserving of it. That is another very good card for a lot of people's teams early on. A lot of people are trying to do that. Promise is a left wing for Ajax. And then you got a lot of Ajax players that you can mix around on a team. So that's actually a very useful card into teams. It's always interesting to see with Team of League 1 what are going to be the usable / useful upgrades for these players. And then you got St. Juste. Guys, St. Juste ended up, he did not get the shutout, but he scored the game-winning goal for Mainz over the weekend. So I think that he will get one. And I'm not overdoing his stats. If you guys don't believe me, this guy has a juiced out silver card already. Some of you guys may remember St. Juste from the Footies promo at the end of the year last year, but he should be getting an inform this week. That's a very nice center back Bundesliga card to start off. That will be a killer investment in my eyes. You got the Dutch links and Bundesliga center back, which is still, it's good, but it's still a little bit questionable at times. I really, guys, I feel like that one is going to be, if he does get into the Team League, which I think he should, I think that one is going to be such a killer investment for this upcoming week. All right, guys, next up, we've got Pukki and Malen. Now, what you need to know about Pukki is that I do think somebody from Norwich has to get an inform. They beat Man City 3-2. Huge upset for the league. And then he's been balling. He's been in really good form. I believe he had a goal and an assist. Malen, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he scored 5 goals for PSV. I don't even know, man. I'm pretty sure this dude scored 5 goals for PSV over the weekend, which is just, let me double check my stuff. But yeah, because I looked at, I had all this information confirmed before the video. But for me, it's just crazy because I've got my notes that he scored 5 goals. I don't even know. Yeah, he scored 5 goals. The team literally beat Vitesse. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to trigger so many people. But yeah, 5 goals, man. And that team is good they played. So very deserving as well. A little sweaty, early on card. Pukki will be a solid striker. I don't think he'll be amazing. But the hope with Pukki, guys, is that he slides into this team of the week because he already won player of the month, right? I don't know if we have confirmed player of the month stats. We may. I think we may already have the confirmed player of the month stats, which I'm not. Yeah, we do. But what I was saying is I was hoping that Pukki could basically land himself in this team of the week, and then overall he could essentially then end up boosting his player of the month, which I don't know, man. I don't know if it's gonna pan out that way because I'm pretty sure when they decide the stats, which they have, that they're already decided. So unlucky for us. All right, boys, we got 2 more attackers / attacking players, and Teixeira, I believe, and Eder were both in competition for this spot. I just put Teixeira for the sake of it because I would like to see both their cards. But I have to pick one. I can't put both of them in. So we went with Teixeira. And then we have Tyson as well. Tyson. And now Marlos was also in the conversation for this one. But I went with him because I think he had an assist as well with the goal. Not just a goal. So I went with that for those 2 boys. Both would be really nice cards. I think for Brazil teams, like, those are just crazy cards. For early on starter cards that you can probably afford. They're both not in major leagues. So both of these guys are probably not going to be more than like 100, 150 at most. Because they're not in top 5 leagues, which does carry a lot of hype toward FIFA prices. So that would be nice. Was not forgetting about Dries Mertens, guys. He had 2 goals for Napoli. Big win for them. And obviously, he's the king of Team of the League 1. He's always getting Team of the League 1, I swear, every single FIFA. 89 pace, 91 dribbling, 85 shooting, 82 passing. That probably will be one of the best cards you guys can start off with or use early on in FUT. So I really am looking forward to Dries Mertens getting that inform. I'm pretty sure that I would place my bet that he is going to get in this week. I'd be shocked if he didn't. And then Benedetto just had 2 goals. I believe Marseille won 4-3. Ben Yedder was almost about to get it, and then Benedetto started going off. But Ben Yedder, they were up 2-0. So sorry to all the guys that want Ben Yedder. I do not think he's going to be in Team of League 1. Before you guys blast me about Aubameyang, I'm not going to put him in because of the way that Arsenal just ended up blowing the game as a tie today. I would not put him in. I don't think he is going to choose him. So I wish that they kind of, had the result, even as a Spurs fan, for the FIFA purpose, but I don't think it's going to happen. Tamari had that long shot banger for Chelsea. Could be seeing, an upgrade. I'm not sure about that one, but I put him in because I thought the shot was crazy. And then Gunter had a really nice Really, really nice game. I believe it was a goal and an assist, I believe. But he had a nice game, and I thought it was inform worthy to throw him in. That's actually a really nice looking card, that left back card. Nice for links and a solid left back. So I think there's a positive with both these guys. You get a fast EPL center back with Tomori, and then a nice left back for Gunter. Hey guys, if you haven't checked out already Zahavi's goal this weekend, it was unbelievable. I can't put it in the video because I'll get copyrighted, but the goal that guy scored this weekend was so sick. So if you guys do have some free time, man, go ahead, go check out his goal. It was so sick. So take a look at it. It was an unbelievable play from him. And I just threw him in because I'm like, you know what? Give this man a team of the week. So it's a decent card. And then we've got Herod as well, who had a nice performance today. I think it was 2 goals and a 5-1 win. So another thing I want to point out, Neymar had a fantastic goal. Unfortunately, I think he had a second goal that got disallowed. So I don't think EA will put in Neymar for 1 goal. They could, but I don't think they will. Now they might because, he's got that EA relationship, and the goal he scored was also crazy. So go look it up if you haven't seen that one as well. It all depends on, EA is so weird with their selections, guys. It's really hard to predict who they're going to put in. I'm kind of giving you guys the stuff you got to know. We got 2 more really nice cards coming in, guys. Pellegrini had 3 assists for Roma. That's a solid Serie A center mid. I mean, you got mostly 70s, some 80s there. That's a really nice starter center mid in the Serie A. And then Callum Wilson had 2 goals in that Bournemouth dub. 90 pace, 82 shooting, 77 physical, 79 dribbling. That's going to be a nice go-to for the EPL early on. If you're looking for maybe a cheaper option, it's always really fun to play with a special card early on. So Wilson might be that guy. I'd imagine that card would be pretty good. And so both these guys I think are good because they're both semi-usable, if not full usable in this upcoming game. All right, guys, we're going to close it off with Nani and Haaland. Don't know much about Haaland, but I know that he had a good performance this weekend. And then Nani had a fantastic performance. I wanted to throw in an MLS guy. He had a really good game. I think they tied Revolution, but he had 2 goals and an assist. And I just want to see a Nani, man. I'm like, that's my guy. I want to put in the video. I love Nani. So we gotta start upgrading him so he can work towards that crazy card. Maybe some SPC in the middle of the year. Both these guys, look, at this point, right when we get here, it starts to be a lot less usable players. So I kind of stop here. I like to give you guys the gist of the players you got to know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, man. Team League 1 should be pretty crazy. No matter what happens, no matter how to any of these guys, who ends up not getting in and who does end up getting in, it should be overall a pretty mad team of the week, whoever gets in. So hopefully EA make the right choices. I would love to see at the end of the day, like EA just throwing Aubameyang, throwing Neymar, give us nuts players early on. But I do think they know at the end of the day that they can't throw in a ton of really good players because they got to drop some of the golds on the market. So I don't think they'll do that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. If you guys did, drop a thumbs up. It does support the channel. It does help out. And then, yeah, man, let me know who you guys are looking forward to in Team of the Week 1 because I'm looking forward to this Team of the Week big time. We get this announcement on Wednesday, boys. So we'll see you guys then, or I'll post on Twitter on Wednesday when this does come out. Peace out.